Hi there, Margaret Byrd here, and welcome to Color Quest. Today, another day here in Aruba. We have a bit of a cloudy day. The wind is still definitely blowing, and we have got rain clouds coming and going. And so I'm going to work on the eucalyptus that I collected and have been soaking for several days from a bouquet that we purchased when we arrived here. It was part of that, and I thought that it might be fun to try to see if we can make a color from the eucalyptus that was in the arrangement itself. There is no eucalyptus here on Aruba, so it is not native to this area. But as you may know, eucalyptus can make all different kinds of dye colors depending upon the strain, and there's like so many different strains. So I'm going to see what this very common eucalyptus that you see in arrangements has a really lovely smell, see what I might be able to make from that, and we will go from there. Film of a bouquet that we got at the beginning of our trip, beautiful white daylily bouquet. And often in bouquets, you know, you have greenery, right? So in this particular, we have the very last remnants of the white lily flowers, which I have collected. But I also have eucalyptus, and eucalyptus is an incredible dye material. It would be something I know from home that I've collected when I've traveled, but also from bouquets. I've started collecting eucalyptus leaves. They do, depending upon what kind of eucalyptus it is, they create different colors. You have to soak them and do some other things to them, but it is a very well-known and well-regarded dye material. So I figured, since I'm here, I might as well, you know, play around with that as well too. So here is the eucalyptus leaves that have been soaking for several days. I'm going to pluck them and rip them and place them into my dye pot, and then just go simmer them up for about an hour and see what color they produce. Stripping off the leaves of the eucalyptus from the stems, and then ripped up the leaves somewhat in the pot so that they would have a little bit more surface area and perhaps let off some more of its dye from the center part of the leaf. They are ready in the dye pot. I'm going to cover them with water and go simmer them for about an hour. And I might put the textile in while they're simmering. I mean, why not? And see what we get from this particular kind of eucalyptus. Let me flip you around so you can see it in the pot and ready to go. So I've just ripped them ever so slightly. Didn't spend a lot of time. I probably would cut them up a little bit more, but I figure since I'm just testing it out and on vacation, I'll just do a quick and easy rip and go from there. So this has been quite an incredible few weeks here. I did most of my foraging in my garden itself. There are a lot of warm climate flowers and plants that I don't have in the Pacific Northwest. So that has been fun in and of itself. The landscape here in Aruba is very dry. There's a lot of cactus and various low shrubbery that can withstand the wind, which is quite significant here on this island. The vegetation is well adapted to the climate here, but everything has a pricker on it. So it's not very hospitable for sort of checking to see if there's something within it that might be able to be a dye source. There is a tree that's famous here called the Divi-Divi Tree, and I will go out to the Divi-Divi Tree and poke around and take you with me out there to see one of them and just kind of look at it. I thought there might be like a seed pod or something that I could take from there, but I'm not going to be doing that. At this point, I'm not sure if there is one, but it would be fun to take a look at, and I can show you the really sharp prickers that are also on that particular tree. And there's a Divi-Divi tree right into the ocean. They always point from, I think, towards the southwest because the wind comes from the northeast, and so they're constantly being blown in one direction. So you see them all over the island. And also, something I've just been blown away about here has been the clouds. So look at that cloud formation over there. I mean, that's pretty spectacular. Right? Look at that, it looks like a painting. I mean, so gorgeous. So I want to thank you so much for joining me on all of the different types of natural colors that I was lucky enough to forage for here on Aruba, and I'm just so grateful to have had these weeks here to discover a little bit more about the beautiful world of natural color that Aruba has to offer.